Welcome back to Blitz. Now on the show, we have one that represents the Tigers, one that represents the Lady Tigers, but both represent Dawson County soccer. We got Cody Hall, he's a junior for the boys, and Katie Pritchard, a senior for the girls team. Thank both of you for coming on the show, first of all.
Thanks for having us.
Now, we'll start with ladies first. So, Katie, you get the mic first. Talk about your preseason expectations and goals that you may have set at the beginning of the year for yourself individually and as a team, and how you feel like you are relating to those goals now.
My expectations at the beginning of the season were good. I didn't know exactly how our team would turn out because there were girls on the team I haven't played with before. And we had to pull together as a team, and like a lot of things went through, like good and bad, but we all came out together. And my personal expectations were, mine was set for state and to be a good leader on the team, be a captain, and that's pretty much it.
Now, Cody, same question for you.
I think as a team, since we had 10 returning starters, we couldn't settle less or for less than going really deep into the state tournament because we had the talent last year and we came up a little bit short. And I know all of us were really looking forward to going as far as we could. On the individual level, I was a returning captain, so I felt that I needed to do my best to lead my team as best as I could. And having played club, I was really working on my individual skill and learning how to better serve my team and making sure that we get as far as in-state as we can.
Now, Katie, you've had a pair of hat tricks this year. How many goals do you have at this point? Overall in the
10.
season, roughly 10? Okay.
10.
A pair of hat tricks. You've been a player of the week here on Blitz, and I think I saw you were in Dawson County's paper as a player of the week there also. A lot of success for you personally this year, and again, as a team, you're doing very well. How special is that for you to be able to play at that level individually and as a team being in your senior season?
It feels great. I never thought that I would be player of the week or ever have a hat trick. I'm really excited. Like, my team is proud of me. As coming from last year and us only having 14 goals for our last year record scoring season ever, and then now us barely halfway through the season and having 32 goals, it's really exciting. It just keeps me moving.
Now, Cody, you have this year to finish out and then next year. So when it's all said and done, when this season's all said and done and you're able to look back at that, what do you want to be able to look back on that and use as a building block for your senior season?
I think that since we're graduating, some of our best players this year, that we have to look at how they affected our team and make sure that players that are returning next year know that the responsibility level goes up for them because they will leave a hole. And to be better next year than we are this year, we're going to have a lot of people step up and take up a lot of responsibility. So.
Now, Katie, I'm going to have both of you talk about your South Georgia trip experience. You both went 2-0 as a team. Tremendous opportunity to be able to do that. Talk about what, from that experience, not so much everything you did, but maybe certain things that brought you closer together as a team and built on the team chemistry.
Okay. Like, I roomed with 2 juniors and a freshman. And that was different. There were 3 girls I really didn't hang out with and didn't really get to know until this year. And I learned a lot from them, and I bonded with a lot of my players, and I learned a lot of things about people I necessarily didn't know. And our playing was great, and we just bonded really good. And I think it helped, like, our chemistry on the field and moving the ball, and it helped a lot.
Same question, Cody.
I think that having Thomasville or that trip really showed us what we can achieve as a team because we went down there and Thomasville was the defending state champs, and having to beat them as a team, a 3-0 score was just a huge thing for us. I knew everyone was really pumped after the game because it has taken a lot of effort and a lot of willpower on the part of the team to make sure that we see that we can accomplish things that other teams haven't been able to do. So that was a big thing for us.
Now, Katie, again, you've had a lot of success this season, so obviously you got to be thinking about playing at the next level. Talk about what your plans are after graduation regarding playing soccer.
I plan on attending to Bernal Women's College and University and playing soccer there, and I want to major in biology and be an environmental scientist.
All right, so you're off the hot seat now. That was your last question, so I'm sure you're happy. Now, Cody, different question for you because, again, you're a junior. The guys right now ranked number 9 in the state in 2A soccer. When you take to the field, how much does that ranking play into the team's, I guess, the way they look into that game? Does it get to you, the ranking, or do you feel like you have to defend it every time you step on the field?
I think it's a good and bad thing to be ranked because it's a good thing that you know that you've accomplished a huge thing as a team. But it's also a bad thing because I feel that a lot of ranked teams don't take themselves, or they don't pay as much attention to how they play as a lot of other teams. Even though we're ranked, I think that we have to continuously will focus on getting better and making sure that we play how we play. And that every time we step on the field, yes, we know that we're ranked, but that we have a job to do and that we have to get it done. Regardless of how we're ranked or how people look at us, we have to play our game and make sure that the score comes in for a win for us.
Well, Katie, Cody, thank you both for letting me get you out of class today and step in front of the camera for us. And hope both of you are able to finish out the season strong individually and as a team, and hope to see you both in state. And thanks for coming on the show again.
Thank you.
Now, don't go anywhere. After this short break, we're going to have a phone interview. Then we're going to be back in the studio and have the Player of the Week.